Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Philadelphia Union versus LAFC in the first leg of the 2023 Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League semifinal leg 1. Philly hosts the first leg. This decides the MLS representative of the Champions League final. As of now, Tigres are in the catbird seat to go through on the left side of the bracket. They still have another leg to play. Of course, Philly and LAFC have two to play. About to play their first of two. Then next week, they'll go to LA to play the second leg. Let's see who's on the catbird seat going into next week. Should be very interesting. 5 games to go in this tournament. This CCL. Miami FC is beating Inter Miami 1-0. I saw. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. How we doing, Rory? MLS Cup 2022, the rematch over 2 legs. Starts tonight, finishes next Tuesday. 2 games over a week between Philly and LAFC, and they will not have an MLS game this weekend. They both have the weekend off. John McCarthy, the hero in penalties. LAFC won the cup. Philly came oh so close, but can they get revenge over these two? Nice. Down in Subaru Park in Chester, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia versus LAFC. The second Champions League semifinal appearance for Philly. They were there in 2021 against Club America. Can they do any better here? Starting 11s are as follows. For the Philadelphia Union, in goal, Andre Blake. The back four, Oliver Mbaizo, Jakob Glesnes, Jack Elliott, Kai Wagner. Midfield four, Alejandro Bedoya, El Brujo Martinez, Jack McGlynn, Daniel Gazdag. The front two, Mikel Ura, the man who scored a hat trick over the weekend against Toronto, and Julian Carranza. For LAFC in goal, the MLS Cup hero, John McCarthy. The back four, Ryan Hollingshead, Jesus Murillo, Aaron Long, and Diego Palacios. The midfield three of Jose Cifuentes, Ilie Sanchez, and Kellen Acosta. Timothy Tillman is injured, will not play till early May. Front three, Denny Bwanga, Carlos Vela, and Kwadwo Opoku for LAFC. LAFC will be wearing their away kits. Philly will be wearing their blue. They're blue. Again, starting 11s. Well, we already went through them, so. Blake, Wagner, Elliott, Glesnes, and Mbaizo. Gazdag, McGlynn, Martinez, Bedoya, Ura, Carranza, starting 11 for Philly. Interesting. Why is the Open Cup just being mangled in a complete melange this year? They should have kept it with ESPN. But no, you know, the national team games are what matters to Warner Brothers, Disney. Starting 11 for LAFC, McCarthy, Palacios, Long, Murillo, Hollingshead, Acosta, Ilie Cifuentes, Bwanga, Vela, Opoku. Oh, come on. Well, I mean, there's going to be a good amount of Timbers 2 players, but the old badge, though. Then again, Golasso Network, they still have the old New England and Montreal badge. And yes, Denny Bwanga and Carlos Vela have had a similar start. Carlos Vela started 2019 with 12 goals, 6 assists over 12 games. Bwanga this year has 12 and 4 all comps. How we doing? That's wild. That is wild. But this is the first 90 of this tie, the first leg to be played in Philly. Of course, this tie ends where MLS Cup was played last year. Philly wearing their blue, LAFC wearing their away kits. Their olive drab green smoke screen kits. I guess next week it'll be Philly's away kit and LAFC's home kit. Oh, look, they made a new Continental Tire penalty commercial. Oh, well, the Sean Johnson one's gone. That sucks. Honestly, I don't want Toronto to go through a penalty shootout just so we could get it back. Not worth it. Not one bit. Maybe if they build it off a Leagues Cup. Well, no, not worth it. Not worth it. Sandwiches and loaded fries. Loaded fries from Arby's? That sounds pretty good. Game will kick off in a short bit. After today, there will only be 4 CCL matches. Looks like Evander or Diego Chara are resting tonight. Makes sense. They would probably be in the Northeast region or North Central region if they were allowed. I could see them getting Chicago or one of the New York clubs probably to start off. Probably. If they let them play it. But that's just a... Game's about to start here. Here comes the kickoff. Again, Philly in blue, LAFC in the olive drab green. Here we go. 90 minutes to see who's in the catbird seat coming on this next week, going into next week. Chicago Fire up 2 over Chicago House. That doesn't surprise me. They should be ahead by 2. Can't believe Miami's about to get cup set. Said that already. The second version of their logo, the crown logo, which honestly, 38 seconds in, here we go. That is a horrible color that Fox is using for LAFC on the score bug. They didn't go olive drab green. It's tent green. Now it's olive drab green. Come on now. MLS should just have group stages and knockout stage at this point. You mean Concacaf Champions League? See, Concacaf is too obvious for that. It's not worth it. Like the Central American teams are still not going to over a group stage, knock out an MLS or Liga MX's team and make it through. It's not going to happen. Rapids 1-0, 5 minutes. Good for them. Yes, also MLS. Fair. I could see why you say that, though. 0-0. I get it. But then Liga MX should be the same way, too, because they have playoffs. Or maybe technically a 17-game season is more of a group stage than a full season. El Brujo Martinez. I think Syracuse has a USL2 team. Don't quote me on that, but I think they do. 2 minutes in. Philadelphia versus LAFC, the main event of the night. Blanco's back. Nice. For Portland. And this is why there's 8 teams getting a bye in the Open Cup. McGlynn plays forward. It's kind of crazy, though, think about it, that the only MLS teams not playing midweek this week are the 3 Canadian teams. Syracuse Pulse Nisa Club. Well, same level of the pyramid. Syracuse folded. MLS rewards you more on the regular season than Liga MX. This is true. This is true. Because Liga MX is just playing everybody once over 2 regular seasons, which technically is 2 group stages before 2 playoffs. United is a small club. What brought that up? And which United? Atlanta, DC, Manchester, West Ham, Torquay. What are we talking about? Cross in. Oh, here comes Philly. And Murillo loses it. He misses it. Offside. Carranza's offside. So a Joe Dirt mullet. Okay. Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt. If New York Cosmos didn't fold, you would play them. Yeah, I'd like to see Toronto play the Cosmos. That'd be fun. Rochester didn't fold handball on the offense. Yeah. On Carranza. Yeah, I don't think he was offside, ironically enough. Went too fast for me to really tell. Throw in for LAFC. Throws in. Bawanga crosses, nothing there. Waiting for MLS best of 3. That'll be this playoffs, the conference quarters. Like, for retired players, they're still on, like, their last team. I went through a little bit of a, what's the word? Rabbit hole. Cornered by LAFC. Yeah, Castellanos single-handedly defeated Real Madrid. 4 goals on him. And people say MLS sucks. They don't know a thing. I will not listen to Euro snobs ever again. Well, not like I ever did, but Tati Castellanos just confirmed Euro snobs are wrong. 6 minute. I've never seen Steve Cherundolo wear a puffer jacket. So that's different. It's that cold in Philly. Baseball, MLB, wild card round. Best of 3 in the NBA G League Finals. How does Rayo beat Barcelona? There's always bad games for big teams against smaller teams. I mean, hell, look at Girona versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid shouldn't. I love pool billiards, but that's not a sport. Could I hustle somebody if I wanted? Sure could. Does that mean billiards, pool is a sport? No, it's not. The 7th minute. Rayo Vallecano hasn't been beaten in the league by Barcelona since 2019. Wow. I guess I'm just a bogey team then. Again, is Ultimate Frisbee a sport? No. I don't hate Ultimate Frisbee, but Ultimate Frisbee. Header! Ball off the post by Carranza! Offside! Carranza puts it off the post. Oh, come on. Of course he is. That's our luck. That's TFC's luck that he actually finally finds his form. But no. Ultimate Frisbee is not a sport. Foot golf, yes. Foot golf is a sport because you have to kick the damn ball. Foot golf is a sport. Is golf a sport? Yes. Throwing a Frisbee is not. Oh my God, Inter Miami is 10 minutes away from getting cup set. My God, they're horrible this year. You know what? Maybe they should. Maybe they should. Fire Phil Neville. Hello, Ryan. So far, San Antonio has more shots on target than Nashville. That kind of surprises me. I'm not going to lie. I mean, defensively, yeah, that's how Nashville plays, but the shots on goal, you add on goal. That is a little bit worrying if I was rooting for Nashville. Is Lucas McNaughton playing? Or Schaffelberg, for that matter? Are you talking Courtois or Lunin? You'll be seeing a post shitting on him later tonight. Inter Miami? Bet. I want to play in the U.S. Open Cup, damn it. I think we need Ryan FC. And we go through the qualifiers and try to get into the actual Open Cup proper. I don't know. That sounds like a good idea. Hey, if hashtag United could do it. If hashtag United could do it. Yeah, they only played 5 starters. Philadelphia plays through Uda. Uda rolls right to McCarthy. But Philly looks like the better team as of right now. They look like the better team right now, Philly does. Seriously, they're playing better. 10 minutes in, it looks like Philly's got this game. Or got the front foot. Anything can happen, but still. Andre Blake picks it up, goal kick. Kai Wagner. That's a save by McCarthy. That'll be a goal kick or roll it forward 10 minutes in. 80 to go this first leg. 0-0 between Philly. Shabilko started for Chicago, so I understand they would do that. Shabilko's a fake striker. Euro qualifiers, they're going to do 4 teams per group from now on. LAFC probably doing the Floyd Mayweather tactic. We really talking crap on Floyd Mayweather? FS1. One Soccer in Canada, but FS1, 2 DNA. But you do have Fox Sports, so FS1. FS1. Palacios to take the throw in. Opoku almost pushed off the ball, but he definitely is there. El Brujo Martinez kicks it out to Mbaizo. Mbaizo clear. Throw in for LAFC, 11 minutes. And Chicago House is a semi-pro side. If a fake striker doesn't score against a side like that, you've got more problems. He should be scoring against a semi-pro team like that. Bryce, Lassiter. Because Bryce Duke and Ariel Lassiter couldn't score against a semi-pro team. I mean, we know they suck. I didn't think they sucked that bad. It is hilarious, though. Montreal traded their best defender for 2 crap forwards. They got fleeced. You love to see it. Deservedly so. Deservedly so. Burnley won the EFL championship. They freaking smoked that league. They smoked that league. And Philly players down, holding his knee. #12th minute, but deservedly so. Floyd had a team in NASCAR that fielded a car that had a bouncy suspension in the Daytona duels, and the car almost broke. Well, I mean, if you shouldn't have a bouncy suspension. Was it some way they were trying to cheat? I guess. I don't know. They did. Slaven Bilic is available. TFC should get him. No more unproven coaches or overrated ones. I'm down with it. I like Slaven Bilic. He's always proved himself wherever he went, or at least had them fighting, even if they did go down. I'm just wearing the Philly colored shirt because they're hosting. I just picked it up because I wanted to wear something different, considering I'm wearing the Leafs shirt tomorrow. So they're hosting. Nice. Of course, Schaffelberg almost scored. And I can't wait for McNaughton to become a freaking A+ defender with Nashville as well. Because for some reason our 1-9? Are you serious? Or is that 1-0? I don't think, is the 0 next to the 9? Yeah, 1-0. I thought so. I'm like, damn. Fourteenth minute. th minute. What set you off? I agree with that. But hey, at least we got rid of our head scout who didn't know how to scout and pushed him on to Philly. Or not Philly, Portland. My bad, Portland. Our horrible head scout got pushed to Portland. Addition by subtraction. Have fun, Rory. Now all we got to do is change our manager and get rid of our physio team and replace the whole thing. That's all. Lol. I'm not joking. Jack Dodd sucks. He doesn't do his job. And yeah, Federico Bernardeschi and Lorenzo Insigne. Yeah. Real hidden gems. You want your team to play in U.S. Open Cup. His team is Dallas. Did they get the bye? Oh, yeah, they got the bye. They play the round of 32. But that means you have to win less games. 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. You only have to win 5 instead of 6. That's a good thing. 16th minute. I mean, I trust Ned more than I do Bill Manning. Yeah, I agree. '90th minute, no Inter Miami goal. Wait, what? Dallas has a bye, right? They're not playing tonight or yesterday. They had the 8 MLS teams who have a bye to the round of 32. Miami goal. Wait, did Inter Miami just score? Extra time. 17th minute, 0-0. Yeah, it was Inter Miami. Okay. Oh, El Brujo gets right to the ball. He stands there, but it rolls to him. You would never have that happen again. Jack McGlynn. But yeah, Philly looks like Toronto did wake him up. You're welcome. I'd be more mad if they didn't. Inter Miami 1-1. Bro, you're a wrestling mark, but I'll admit when it comes to football, I can agree with some of your takes, and I will say you're very informative of how the sport works. See, we could still agree on things. Fair enough. Fair enough. You're right, Ryan. Philly has confidence because of TFC. They just have to give them that confidence boost, and look what they're doing to LAFC. Philly, you might be going to the CCL final thanks to Toronto. At least they did. At least they are playing better. I'd be mad if Toronto got slapped and then Philly went back to looking like crap. At least Philly still looks pretty damn good. We didn't get slaughtered for no reason. How long do you think extra time should be? I think golden goal should come back. If you score in extra time, or let me put it like this, if you have the lead at halftime, maybe not walk-off golden goal, maybe silver goal, but if you're leading at halftime, that's where the game should end. Kind of like how Greece won the Euros. Because they scored at the last kick of the first period of extra time. But still, like, what's the point about playing another 15 if there's tired legs on both sides and you have the lead? You could say, but what if they scored the next 15 minutes to tie it back up? See, once the deeper you get, the more tired legs are. And you could tell if a team's just trying to ride it out to get to penalties. You could tell. Sometimes teams actually try to win in extra time, but there are other times where they just try to wait it out. Is it unfair, maybe ending the game at the half? If a team's leading at the half of extra time? Yes, but I don't normally, in Concacaf, if there is extra time, I normally haven't seen that happen. That's a very rare occurrence in Concacaf that somebody's leading at the half of extra time. Very rare. So maybe in Europe it's different, but Concacaf, most teams just try to ride it out. Honestly, you could just go straight to penalties. Bouanga. Nice clearance by Philly, and they have some open space. This is true. #21 minute for Philly versus LAFC, 0-0. Philly looking like the better team. Silver goal, yes. Golden goal, lame. I'll agree with that. Now I'm happy you hired him because he sucks. He can't scout for shit. Have fun. Hopefully Ned makes most of the decisions. Have fun. 22nd minute. Hajduk Split Dinamo Zagreb are playing an exhibition match with their U19 teams, and all 33,000 tickets are sold. That's awesome. Memphis 901, 90+6 equalizer, 1-1 against Atlanta. You're either trying to out-sarcastic me or you actually think he'll be better. Or Ned will just make most of the decisions, which that's what you should hope. Tell me, watching the past 3 years of Toronto FC football, you really think that we could scout anything that isn't obvious. Yeah, sure. There ain't no scouting besides Bill Manning looking at transfer market and seeing who has a free transfer. That would be interesting, I think. I would agree with that. Don't let the traditionalists hear that, though, but I think so. I hope so, for your sake. 23rd minute. Andre Blake catches it, plays it forward. Philly's playing the better game so far. They're looking much better than LAFC. LAFC might just, the buzzsaw might be being stopped. How would you stop a buzzsaw? Huh. Well, whatever Philly's doing, it's working. Would you argue the CCL is the biggest trophy for the for an MLS player? A achievable trophy? Yes. The best achievable trophy? Biggest achievable trophy? Yes. Biggest trophy would be the Club World Cup, but is that achievable? Very achievable. It is achievable, but you got to get lucky to have it be achievable. Bouanga went wide, but it is possibly achievable. But the Concacaf Champions League is the biggest trophy that is definitely achievable for MLS players. So, Denny Bouanga has 5 goals in the Champions League. Exactly. Alex Ferguson was a genius at scouting. He picked Cristiano out of thousands of sporting youth players and said he ain't leaving Portugal till he signs for Man United. I agree. Alex Ferguson was one of the best scouts and managers, but talent scouting managers ever in football. I respect Alex Ferguson. Always will. Even though he's a Man United manager, I respect Sir Alex Ferguson. Always will. He defined an era. He defined an era. The first era of football I was alive for. He defined an era. And well before that, honestly. But you got to give him that credit. 26th minute. Hell, if I know he's getting a lot older, I still think Alex Ferguson could hack it in MLS if he wanted to. I think he could. And by hack it, I mean make the MLS his plaything. I feel like Philly's going to score at some point. I agree. I think they'll score by the end of the half. I agree. Nice. Yeah. I didn't see that. That's crazy. I agree. See, here's the thing about analytics for me. I like analytics, but I also like the eye test. What's on paper doesn't always translate to the eye test. You have to watch a player and say, okay, I see why his expected goals are so high. He always makes plays. He always takes shots. All that, right? And you look at his stats and then you look at, okay, I can see why this stat is as good as it is. I can see where he needs work. And then you put it together. But even then, the eye test is what gives you the impression. And I've never really seen a player that I think is great, but the stats say otherwise after looking into the stats. I've never done that. Because sometimes the underlying analytics, I agree. When he played that game against Independiente, I said Schaffelberg was the best player on the pitch. Plays to Blake. Blake picks it up. And I said they need to play him more. Schaffelberg was that good. And he still was in 2019. And then 2020. I did not see it. What else did you say? Yeah, City would blow it if they lose the league or blow it right back. Well, Arsenal's not playing Champions League, so Gazdag, oh my God, that was a horrible pass. But yeah, the same thing with Schaffelberg. When he played the Independiente game, the first leg of that tie, I said, he's damn good. He was the best player on the pitch that night. And that game was hell, was a nightmare. But Schaffelberg showed a spark, and he had talent in his debut. And I think he always sort of got done bad, but he had raw talent. And I always liked Schaffelberg. And then 2021 was a really good breakout year for him. Then Bacala decided to put him at wing back. And then as soon as he got Richie back and as soon as he got Crescito, what did Bradley do with Schaffelberg? Say, don't want him no more. Send him to Nashville. What does Gary Smith do? Play him in midfield. And Schaffelberg shows the talent that he showed in 2021, the year before. All Bob Bradley had to do was play Jacob Schaffelberg in midfield. But he didn't. And guess what? We lost him. Because Bradley wanted the square peg in a round hole to work. Now, ironically enough, Schaffelberg did play wing back in that Independiente game and played it pretty well. But they basically had to go for goals. And they were playing lower level competition against a team who actually had to defend. He had to defend. He wasn't great at defending. Now, I think he kind of got thrown into the fire. So, I think he was just handled horribly, especially last year with Toronto. And when he becomes a star with Nashville, we only have ourselves to blame. Or, well, Bob Bradley, but still. But I was back in Schaffelberg since February of 2019. I saw it then, so. You want to talk about scouting. Still can't believe St. Louis gave Sam Adeniran back to San Antonio, so San Antonio has firepower now. I can't believe it either, because I thought Adeniran was playing well with St. Louis. Like, I don't understand why they loaned him back. Kai Wagner blocked away and throw in for Philly. Good for you. You finally get an easier game. Exactly. Because Schaffelberg is more of an offensive player. He played wing in 21, midfield. I think he might be, ironically enough, I think Schaffelberg might be the best in midfield. I think that's where he should be. I think Nashville had a great idea. Good for Gary Smith for figuring that out. But I think Schaffelberg, Gary Smith is 100% right, is the best in midfield. His best position, ironically enough, when he came into TFC, was a wing back, then played wing, then got moved back. But in sort of a way where he didn't expect it because he was getting used to play the wing proper. Then in the midfield, he gets to play more offensively and he starts getting Is he versatile? Yes, but I think when you don't expect, where you don't expect to be moved back to somewhere you've gotten used to not playing anymore, I think that screws your psyche. And of course, knowing you're probably a stopgap, which he probably knew that in the summer, if he didn't do good enough, he was going to, what happened exactly would have happened. Ura, Mikel Ura. That'll be a corner for Philly. How do you think qualifiers should be on the World Cup? Honestly, I like Concacaf's new format. So, Kai Wagner with a corner, 34th minute. Oh, cool. He was amazing against Club America Schaffelberg. He was amazing. That Leagues Cup showcase. 1-1. 34th minute. Put it on the line. There we go. Okay, I've never seen a referee be this anal, though, about the corner. He's like, put it on the line. I've never seen a referee be this anal. Put it on the line. This is different. Yep, I heard. What an anal referee. He's like, nope, line. I'm like, I've never seen that before. Like, I've seen freaking players, like, play it short, just put it down, like, way past the line, like, of the corner. Like the little arc. They put it way past. I'm like, one-handed by John McCarthy. So, what's the rule? Consistency! Well, consistency. If you're going to tell somebody to put it on the line, do it every game. Cross in. Oh, cleared away by LAFC, but that could have almost been an auto goal, an own goal there. 35th minute. It makes no sense to me. Actually, that's a good idea. Well, that's what the Get Bent tournament would have been had they not changed the format to the way Canada got in. Ooh. Well, at least it's a USL Championship side. But I guess you don't have to start Ivicic. And now that you don't have Bingham, I guess, fair enough. Former player scored a pen against us. And the guy coaching Memphis is your former interim head coach. Remember? 36th minute. Second half, man, San Antonio's really stifled in Nashville. I feel like this go to penalty shootout the way the game is looking. Hey, that'd be great for y'all, especially if you, well, even if you made it. But 36th minute. 0-0. Still tied, and Philly looks like the better team still so far tonight. Shot past the post. That'll be a goal kick for Blake. Memphis, 108 score. Memphis scored 2-1. Legit. 901. Memphis 901 have scored in the 108th minute, is what Brother BKL said. Anybody could confirm? $37th minute. See, these are fun. With Open Cup and then doing CCL, we have like whip around scores in the comments. That's fun. I like it. Feels like Soccer Saturday. I said that because that's the title of the show. All countries should be at the World Cup like the Olympics. Or remember reading a comment. Technically, qualifiers are part of the World Cup tournament proper. Goal for Memphis. Oh, my God. So, legitimately is. Memphis is winning. Northern Colorado won. Rapids won. 2-1 Memphis 901. Anybody else? Like that picture I took of like that window in Memphis with like the 901 crest painted on there. That was a pretty cool picture, wasn't it? That I put on one of my Instagram stories. Like one of those, 4 pictures, no people thing, Well, technically the World Cup, the Tournament World Cup, the World Cup qualifiers are technically the World Cup. The World Cup tournament is the World Cup finals. So technically, every country is in the World Cup. Technically, they are. They just don't make the final tournament. Technically. Checkmate! You scored in the 3rd minute. You got 2 scored on you unanswered. Oh, boy. Atlanta, I thought you were better than that. 39th minute. They did barely beat the Fire. And Toronto somehow scored a second on them. Uda, all alone. He's onside. Mikael Uda! Saved by McCarthy! Oh, my word. Uda screwed that one up. And he had a goal just like that on the weekend against Sean Johnson. Oh, no. Boom. Uda could have chipped him. Put it low. 40th minute. Philly gonna want that one back. Gazdag. Cross. Short. But it gets to Bedoya. The captain, Ali Bedoya. Cross. Cleared. LAFC could get rid of it. True. I agree with that. True. Of course you are. Just like I love seeing Montreal fail. "41st minute. Free kick for LAFC. Who's been the better team? Philly. Philly's been the better team tonight. They've been so much better. Toronto woke them up, I can tell you that much. And Bazo did take down Opoku there. Free kick, deservedly so. 4 minutes plus stoppage time at this half of this half. Philly's going to want that Uda chance back. They're going to wish they scored that Uda chance. Simple as. Plays over the top, headed away. Cross, header. Cross. Man City couldn't half fill Wembley, but Man United filled it on a rainy, crappy day. Because Man United are football heritage. Man City has no fans. LAFC wish they've got outlaws, which LAFC would have ran them over. Atlanta's finishing is dreadful, besides Giacomakis. Speaking of, what happened to Luis Arujo? People are saying he sucks now. World Baseball Classic just invites teams. Technically, there are 2 qualifiers. There were 2 qualifier tournaments to qualify 2 of the 4 teams each. Remember that? You seem to forget. There's 4 qualified teams. if you finish last in your group, you have to either re-qualify or you have to go back through qualifiers. So there are 4 qualified teams, but if you finish top 4 in your group, you get to play again or go back automatically. Last chance qual. Pretty much, yeah. Trevor Bauer in Japan, he's playing pretty well. Still hasn't made the major debut, the major Japanese NPB Major League debut, but he's playing well in the minor leagues. There's a fight here. Cody Cropper's in net for Orange County. Dear God, he went to Orange County? The dude played for the Whitecaps last year. They couldn't even keep him as a backup? Dear God, that's a drop. Orange County. USL Championship, really. It's hard out here for a goalkeeper. Damn. It's hard out here for a goalkeeper. It's hard out here for a goalkeeper. Cody Cropper. Played for Vancouver last year. Goalkeeper. Big fight here in the 44th minute. Cesar Ramos is the referee. This game is going to go off the rails. Chicago 3, Chicago House 0, full time. At least it's not all because who wants to 4th place teams qualify automatically. 1st through 4th in each pool of the World Baseball Classic re-qualify for the next Classic. 5th place teams, because there were 5 teams in each pool this year, are going to have to re-qualify. Chinese Taipei is one of them. Sam Adeniran's coming on the field now for San Antonio. Nashville's in some trouble. Yeah, I see it. Feeds in the 40th minute now. I got 45. Oh, I see. Italy qualified automatically because they made the knockout stage. Canada qualified automatically because they finished 3rd. Mexico qualified automatically for 26 because the next World Baseball Classic is the spring of 26. USA automatically qualified, of course. Japan automatically qualified. I think South Korea has to re-qualify. I think they actually finished bottom of their group, didn't they? I think South Korea has to re-qualify, don't they? They should easily do that. Great Britain. Rayados 2-0 over Oaxaca. Halftime. Damn. 45th minute, 2 minutes of stoppage time. We're almost 1 minute through stoppage time. Still 0-0. Philly looking like the better team. That's pretty cool, actually. Blanco's starting. That's interesting. I get ad revenue and super chats, but nobody pays me. No third party pays me to do this, if that's your question. Carranza shot saved by McCarthy, and Aaron Long pops it away. He almost screwed that one up. They definitely could. I don't want them to. There's 2 different answers to that question. They definitely could. I don't want them to. 47th minute. Foul free kick here. Yeah, hit that like button. Let's go. If LAFC draw Philly Subaru Park, that means LAFC has a chance to finish them at home. Yep. Philly should have scored that Ula goal. Should have at least. 1-0, New Mexico over Phoenix Rising. Greg Hurst, 42. Interesting. Halftime, it's 0-0 between Philly and LAFC. Interesting. Udo could have easily made this 1-0, but he did not. He did not. But LAFC and Philly going back to the locker rooms. Very, what's the word? Standoffish. Agitated? Yeah, agitated's a better word. Very agitated because there was a fight at the end of the half. 0-0. 0-0. Another 45 to go. Philly need to win this game. At least have the lead and not allow an away goal going into the second leg. If they want a better chance to get through first leg, yes. Next week's the second leg of both. Philadelphia on Tuesday, Tigres on Wednesday. They swap. But another 45 minutes, and then we'll only have 4 games left in Champions League this season and of this current format. Interesting. Well, that being said, we'll take a short break. We'll take a break, talk about the stats of the half, get this one going. We'll be ready for the second half. Another 45. CCL is flying by, isn't it? Have a feeling Philly could go on to the final. I agree. If they win tonight, if they don't win outright tonight, it's going to be very hard to hold on in LA unless they carry this energy there, but I don't know. Wow. Atlanta's got problems. Honestly, yes. Because Philly bottled the World Series, the MLS Cup, and the Super Bowl. Yeah, the Super Bowl. And they probably won't even make the NBA Finals. Would it be funny if that happened, though? I like Philly, but it would be kind of hilarious if the 76ers made the finals and Philly made the CCL final and they both lost. I'm not saying I want to see it happen, but yeah, Chelsea sucks. We know already. With that being said, take a short break. He plays for the Galaxy, not LAFC. Taking a short break. Sit tight, we'll be back. We are back for the stats at the half. Memphis go to game 6. Interesting. Grizzlies. Hey, at least the Grizzlies got something. Stats are as follows at the half. 4 shots to 3, 172 accurate passes, 77% to 172, 74%. 6 fouls to 2, 4 offside to 1, 1 corner to 1, 4 possession to 51% possession. 2 shots on goal to 0. 223 passes to 232. 77% pass accuracy to 74. 11 throws to 12. No yellow cards on either side, even after that fight. No red cards. 0-0 at the half. Said it was said. Philly's the better team. They've played better throughout this first half. I think Philly, this game is theirs so far. I think they're the better team. They've played the better game. They should be up 1-0 with a chance. They're not. But LAFC really haven't played offensively in this game. They've played some counterattacking, but LAFC has not controlled the tempo like they did over the first 2 ties of the Champions League and throughout this season so far. LAFC looked mortal. They have not looked mortal much this season. It's like the 3rd time that LAFC has looked mortal. The Portland second half, the home opener, Portland second half, the Alajuelense game in the second leg in LA, and then this game. This is the 3rd time that LAFC has looked vulnerable this year overall. They have looked vulnerable against a Philadelphia team that got woken up. True, LAFC slowing down indeed. But again, is that just this tie? Philly want this. They do. They want some revenge. I can tell you that. They want revenge. And revenge is a dish best served not really cold, but not really hot either. At least in this case. It's like if you, basically a panini, okay? This is a good one, okay. Basically, revenge for Philadelphia in this tie is like a panini. You make a cold cut sandwich. You put turkey on there, some really high quality turkey on some higher quality bread with some cheese and mayo and mustard. And then you put it in a panini press. You warm it up. You toast it. So it's cold because of the cold cuts, but then it gets hot. It's not exactly cold, but that may not be the best, but whatever. I wonder if that panini press still works. I know we still got it. I shouldn't have brought up paninis. I want one now. But we don't have any good bread or Sargento cheese slices or higher quality turkey or roast beef. Well, I know what I'm going to try to do soon. I'll see some corn dogs after this match. Hot or cold? Birmingham Legion 1, Chattanooga 1, extra time, halftime. I can't believe Birmingham Legion is damn near having problems with Chattanooga. That don't make any sense. Nashville scores. Damn. That sucks. Oof, Maron. That sucks. San Antonio was fighting. Hopefully LAFC doesn't choke. Hopefully they find a way. For my sake. Boom. Leon still bottled it last night horribly. They legitimately did. Took 71 minutes for Nashville to break down San Antonio. That doesn't surprise me. Ethan Zubak. Of course it was. Ethan Zubak legitimately is an open cup merchant. He can't score in MLS. Like, I think if I legitimately dug into it, Ethan Zubak, most of his goals have probably come in Open Cup. Probably. And that's why they've never made Zubak Zubaz, because he's not a star. Ever since LA let him go, Fafa Pico assist, fair enough. That makes sense. Yeah. Ever since the Galaxy let Zubak go, he's been flopping around teams. He'll be in the USL Championship very soon. Very soon. I ain't praying on his downfall. I'm just speaking the truth. Fafa, okay, makes sense, yeah. 3 minutes till full time for Atlanta. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. Nathan is better than Zubak. Well, that was always known. Like, if I had to pick a third string striker that would have to play more like second string minutes, and you told me, and I was building a team, and you told me I had to pick between Nathan Fogasa and Ethan Zubak, I'd pick Nathan. Easy, hands down. I wouldn't even have to take 2 seconds to think. Easy. Easy. Kai Kamara's an MLS legend, and my goodness, I think one of his goals is to play for every MLS team before he retires. Miami FC goal. Miami FC took the lead. Ha! Well, Phil Neville's getting fired. Whoever said he's going to get replaced by Voko Paunovic, he might just get replaced. He's gone. 6 straight losses, and you lose to Miami FC in the Open Cup in the round of the third round. In the round of 48. Because there's 24 plus 8 is 32. So really it's the round of 48. Technically third round. Point is, Neville's gone. And Isaiah stopped being a Rapids fan. Bad decision. Miami ain't doing much better. Imagine they'd fire him tomorrow saying Phil Neville's left after an embarrassing loss to Miami FC from USL. It would have been nice to get Kai Kamara for TFC, considering we need a starting striker. Hopefully CJ Sapong pans out. Not anymore, for sure. Miami, I don't know. In the summer, I think they got to sign Pozuelo back. That may be the only thing that saves their ass, at least for playoffs. Messi's going back to Barca. They don't have the money. If they had the money, I'd believe you, but they don't have the money. He has too, yeah. He has too. But at least Hani Mukhtar revived his career, so you'd think Bernadeschi and Insigne could do the same. You would think. That's my hope, at least, because if that doesn't happen, and it's 2-2 for Inter, Miami. Messi's going to Tigres. That would be a shock. Now, Club America, they have the money. I don't like Club America, but it seems like no, with Nahuel, they're Newell's old boys from the same generation. Well, that makes sense, actually. But what about the money, though? Tigres don't have the money that America does. I hate Club America, but the reason they are más grande, so to speak, is because they have the money. They have the most money in Mexico. So, ATL Hotspur. Honestly, yes. 45th minute. There's a rumor that Monterrey is eyeing for Alexis Sanchez. I could be wrong, though. That makes sense, though. Atlanta lose. Atlanta lose to Memphis. America has more championships because the league is owned by Televisa, by their owner. This is true. This is true. Grupo Televisa. This is true. Miami Derby is touted too. Quadro Opoku for Bogus is the substitution for LAFC. Opoku must be hurt then. 45 minutes? Free kick for LAFC. Okay. And not Stipe Biuk? You didn't move Vela center? All right. They didn't go Stipe Biuk? Interesting. Sailor scored for Inter Miami. 3 or is it still 2-2? 46th minute. I need to pull up the Open Cup. Let's see. What scores we got? MLS New Brasileiro. I don't know where it's being streamed, at least the Miami one. 2-2, 118. It is 2-2. Sailor might have saved Neville's job for now. They still got to score the freaking penalties. Yedlin own goal. That was the second Miami goal. So we got Cincinnati beating Louisville 1-0. Loudoun beating Flower City 5-0. Memphis beating Atlanta 2-1. Columbus 1-0 over Indy 11. DC 1-0 over Richmond. 1-0 Houston over Tampa. Chicago Fire 3-0 over Chicago House. 2-2 Miami versus Inter. 1-1 between Birmingham Legion and Chattanooga. Nashville 1-0 over San Antonio. Colorado over Northern Colorado 1-1. New Mexico halftime 1-0 over Phoenix. That's weird. And Las Vegas, RSL, Sacramento, and Oakland. Seattle and San Diego just started. And 9:30 is when Portland and not Orlando, but Orange County starts. Memphis 901 eliminated ATL United. Golasso. Hold on, let me look something up here. 47th minute. Boom, I think. Hold on, this will be interesting. I think I can, actually. Sports. You want the penalty shootout? I could do that too. 121. Extra time. Here it is. I got the penalty shootout too. MLS teams should not be losing. Honestly, you're right. Throw in for Philly, 48th minute. LAFC have made a sub. Philly have not. Header forward. Cleared. Pluto TV on the computer. Hey, nice. But we got the penalty shootout. I'll be able to cover it when it happens for you, Winvo. So there we go. The game's on Paramount Plus and Pluto TV, but Pluto TV is for free, so that's why I could pull that one up instantly. Even though I have Paramount Plus, but it's not worth trying to get to it quickly. Pluto TV, yeah. Which is also Portland as well. Just download that on your Fire Stick or watch it on computer. You should be good. Don't even have to sign into it. 49th minute. Play forward. Jack McGlynn. Cross. Philly header cleared away. Biggest soccer league in the U.S. You shouldn't be jobbing to these jobber teams. This is true. Shaq Moore coming on for Nashville. Okay. Oh, Kai Wagner got dropped on that header. Oof. Oof, Madon, that's bad. The bad thing about this game is you don't know how much extra time is because they don't have the plus. Horrible. Oh, wait, no. 90, 15, 105, 15, 120. No, they are in stoppage time. RSL score. RSL score offside. It is full time in the Miami game. They will be going to penalties. The Miami Derby. 51st minute, player down with Philly. '51st minute. But it won't be easy for Inter Miami because they're playing a MLS quality backup keeper on Miami FC. Alejandro Zendejas. Wait. Not that Zendejas. They both Miami Derby PK shootout. Zendejas, former KC. Is that? I might have just confused somebody. Adrian. Yep, Adrian. My bad. Adrian Zendejas, the keeper. Yes. Colorado Rapids scored 2-1. Good for them. Adrian Zendejas. My bad. Quickly switched. Portland, Orange County be on at 9:30. 2-1 Colorado Rapids. Interesting. 52nd minute. Let's see if Drake Callender could save Phil Neville's job. Because if they lose like this, Kai Wagner stretching out. Could they sub him out? No, and Mbaizo with a throw in. That's cool. Second Division Fortuna Dusseldorf planning to let fans attend games for free. That's pretty cool. Playing forward. Here comes Philly. Gazdag can't get the control. And there is a coin toss going on for the penalty shootout for Miami versus Inter. Yeah, the USL leagues have gotten better. Here's the problem, though. Caliscan played for SC Cooln youth team before coming to Portland. Nice. So he's got some pedigree. I guess that's why he's gotten up to the main team so quickly. 54th minute, corner for Philly. Cross in. Cleared away. That's out for another corner. So you get Philly versus LAFC plus the Miami Derby penalty shootout. How nice. How nice. 54th minute, Kai Wagner. Corner taken, cross header cleared. LAFC are defending well, but it's the first time they've had to. Free kick for LAFC in the 54th minute. Not even past the half hour mark, with a half hour left. Freddie Montero scores for Seattle. Nice. Cool, that's nice. Here we go. Here comes the penalty shootout for Miami versus Inter. And it looks like Joseph Martinez is going to step up first. Joseph Martinez versus Adrian Zendejas. Joseph. Ooh. Playing forward is Philly. They should look at that. But throw in for Philly. Here is Joseph to start the shootout. Joseph will do his hop. Shot. Goal. Joseph scores the first penalty. Inter Miami up 1-0. Boom. '55th minute. Calendar steps up to try to save Miami FC. Miami FC's first penalty. Who are they going to send up? Hernandez. Hernandez to put Miami tied. Cleared. Miami FC. Hernandez shot goal. 1-1. Back where we started. Playing forward. El Brujo clears. LAFC has a chance here. Headed away. Miami back. Inter Miami, Ulloa. Victor Ulloa to push forward. Steps forward. Ulloa. Shot. Goal. 2-1. Here comes Carranza. Onside is Carranza. 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 Shot save. Gazdag. Offside. Gazdag is offside on the rebound. Paco to step up for the Miami FC. Goal offside. Now you got to check that. Why would he be? I mean, rebound, keeper touched it. Shot, goal, 2-2 for Miami. It's tied again. I don't know. You got to look at that. The keeper touched it, but they are checking it. Will Philly get another goal handed back? Miami to get 3. It is offside. Still 0-0. Miami. Shot. Goal. 3-2 Inter Miami. 3-2. All penalties have been scored. Gazdag's down, holding his head. 58th minute. Panthers just won in OT. Really? They have a chance to still beat the Bruins? Season still goes? Salazar for the Miami FC. Two wins in Boston for the Panthers. They'll have to do that again. Still 0-0, 59th minute between Philly and LAFC. Here's the next penalty for Miami. Shot. Goal. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. Taps it in Salazar. 3-3. 59th minute. Miami versus, here's Inter's 4th penalty. Still tied. Kai Wagner with a corner. Jean Mota to make it 4. Could he make it 4-3? Mota. Shot. Pops in. That's 4-3. Corner here for Philadelphia. I don't know what you mean about that. 60th minute. Tips off the keeper and in. Headed away by LAFC. McGlynn scuffs it. How we doing, Jesus? Welcome back. Ryan Telfer to step up for Miami. Miami FC. Former Toronto FC man. Former Atletico Ottawa. Former York 9. Former Columbus Crew 2. Now for Miami FC. Telfer. Could he tie it up? Shot over the bar. 4-3. Telfer sucks. Man, he's horrible. Over the bar. Boom. Why is he so bad? Hat flick. To win the game is Kamal Miller. If he scores, Miami wins. Inter Miami wins. Puts it down on the spot. Throw in for Philly. Colorado Rapids score 3-1. Inter Miami to win. Here's the shot. Goal! Inter Miami. Move forward. On penalty kicks, 5-3. Phil Neville's job is saved. Wow. They barely made it out. Sometimes that happens. 62nd minute. El Bruno Martinez gets a yellow card. It's 0-0. Still 0-0. 0-0. Pass straight into LAFC. Here comes LAFC. Pay respects. F's to pay respect to Miami FC. Yes. Kamal Miller with the winning penalty against Miami FC. 63rd minute. This is true. One sub so far. Nobody else is using subs. MTV sucks now. Well, CMT doesn't show music either. Much either. A bit more, though. Kai Wagner free kick here. Shot. Over the top. Right to McCarthy. Lofted straight to John McCarthy. 64th minute. Philly is going to regret not scoring these chances. Nashville wins 1-0. Bouanga. That sucks that Nashville. 64th minute. CMT shows that horrible TV show. Which one? We're talking about. Well, I don't know if I think it's horrible, but Barca lost today, I know. 64th minute. Bogus. I would agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree. .99% of TV is horrible. Well, there's a reason I watch mostly sports and listen to music. I don't binge watch much. Now, if I like something, I'll binge watch it, but Most I watch is wrestling, sports, and listen to music. And YouTube content. That's all I do. How we doing, Raniel? How we doing? 0-0, 0-0. 65th minute. If I find something interesting, I will watch it, but I don't either have the time to binge watch something because this, or if I really want to watch something, I will, but, 65th minute, 2-0 Seattle Sounders over San Diego. Exactly. Keep your heads held high. You did well. That's the good news. 66th minute. Shot Bouanga, save! What a save by Andre Blake. Oh my word. He keeps it tied. The U.S. Open Cup is pretty much the U.S.'s FA Cup. And yes, people care. 66th minute. Yeah, at least you weren't in Tulsa, I agree. Ethan Double R for Seattle. 66th minute. Chattanooga goal offside. Exactly. Nice. I know, right? I said it earlier. Concacaf is more entertaining. It may not be as quality, but it's always more entertaining. There's always some twists and turns. Bouanga back heel almost had it both on the rebound and the first shot. Andre Blake was right there. Bogus. Save Andre Blake. If you're Philly, you definitely don't want to give up an away goal. That's the first. Second of all, I think Andre Blake might just be man of the match after that save. That double save. I don't know about you, but where you can watch this free, sports.com. They have it on their live tab. You'll be able to watch it. And since it's less than an hour, you don't have to put it on an incognito tab just to get both hours after resetting it. But shot saved by Blake. But it's there. 68th minute. Or if that's 68th minute. Philly is playing better, but LAFC is starting to attack. Stipe Biuk finally comes on for Carlos Vela. That's interesting. Love Denny Bouanga. He always finds a way to score, and he's an LAFC killer. I agree with that. True. Well, technically, MLS does too. Vela, is he injured? Because it looks like he's crying. Stipe Biuk is coming on. That is the second sub of the game. 20 minutes left, and we've only seen 2 subs. LAFC has 3 more. 1 window. Philly has 5 and 3. Philly ain't using any subs. That's interesting. At least yet. That's interesting. Exactly. '69th minute. Carranza plays back. He looked like he was crying. I may be wrong, but he looked like he was crying. Vela seemed like he didn't want to go off. He seemed like he was crying, so he's either injured or just mad they took him off. But I don't see why they take him off because it didn't look like he was playing badly. I thought starting to hit his stride. Kind of want to see Rolando Blackburn in MLS, the Panamanian striker. Yeah, me too. I think he would be great. for MLS, especially Toronto. True. I know enough Spanish to get by, though. That's the good thing for me. I know enough to get by. Kai Wagner. Header Glesnes over the bar. Cleared. Or just went high. That's all. El Brujo. McGlynn. Could I easily become fluent? Yes. In Spanish. I could. I just know enough to get by. And when I read it, I pronounce it well. 71st minute. Bedoya doesn't get there. Headed away by LAFC. Offside. Free kick. 71st minute. McCarthy with a goal kick here. Time is running out. And Bizo, ball played right to him from the second ball of Biuk. But as of now, LAFC still has the possession. Roderick Strong is in AEW. Oh, he finally left WWE. They finally let him go. I missed it. Over the bar, goal kick for Philly. It's almost like everything back then was better than things today. Because there was some sort of no care in old things. Like, it just seemed like it was fun. And people didn't care so much about worrying about the implications, you know, so to speak. Bale might come out of retirement and play for Wrexham. I wouldn't be surprised, but I hope he does. That means Wrexham will win the league next year. I'm sure he's still good enough for League Two to just dominate it. That should be a foul. Free kick for Philly, and Bizo fouled. Underway in Portland. Andre Blake has stood in his head all game long, showing why he's one of the best. I agree. Especially the past, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? For sure, man of the match as of now, though. For sure. 73rd minute. So that's why they had Britt Baker attacked last week. Don't blame me for watching AEW last week. It was because of the Continental Classico. I didn't like it either. It was like, why not have it on there? It's like background noise. I mean, why not? If I'm waiting for a match on TBS, I didn't like it either. 74th minute. I've given AEW chances every so often. I watched the first episode of AEW Dynamite. I watched the Brody Lee Celebration of Life episode. I've watched episodes here and there. Besides the Brody Lee episode, I come away with one thought. AEW sucks. '75th minute. Is one of Tiny Khan's big announcements actually going to finally mean something? Probably not, no. 75th minute. I believe it. He doesn't have to announce it. We all know he's got one. Even 5-year-old kids know he got it. Know he has one. You can't even fool Tony Khan can't even fool 5-year-old kids. They know he has one. And 5-year-olds don't even know what nose candy is. '76 minute. Nose man trying to be like Tiny Khan. I mean, Triple H definitely probably used to be on gear, but I don't think he ever did nose candy. Besides, Triple H was always the one known for being the designated driver of the clique. So, to be honest, these two teams are no match for the Tigres or Leon. What do you think? As in, Philadelphia and LAFC are both better than Tigres and Leon, yes. Leon or Tigres have no chance. Exactly. 77th minute. I guess I'll watch SmackDown on Friday. 77th minute. Are you serious? Which part? Philly and LAFC are better than Leon or Tigres. They are. Oh, it looks like Tillman will come on for LAFC. Guess injured to the point where he just couldn't start. They're actually splitting the brands. They're not bullshitting it. They're actually splitting the brands again. Because, of course, the past couple of years, they've sort of bullshitted the draft. The wild card rule, COVID kind of forced them to do it. Tillman coming on for Cifuentes. I get it. Interesting. 78th minute. 12 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Philadelphia has played the better game. LAFC are starting to find their attack. Sullivan and Flock are coming on for Ura. I've heard that too. Ura for Sullivan. And El Brujo Martinez for Leon Flock. 79th minute. But that's weird, because tell me one player better than Gignac. Denny Bouanga? Carlos Vela? LAFC definitely has him. I don't think Philly does. But Bouanga and Vela for LAFC. Tigres definitely have more of a chance to win the CCL over Philly than LAFC. Oh my God, now I'll remember. Oh my God, that was horrible. Oh yeah, I remember. What? I mean, Gazdag's good, but he ain't better than Gignac. 0-0. 0-0. 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Bedoya plays forward. Here comes Sullivan. Carranza, great bounce, but it will get defended away. That'll be a goal kick. Philly has screwed up a couple of chances that they really needed to score. Even though they've dominated the game, they should be up 1-0, maybe 2. Sadly enough, they don't have those goals. So if it's 0-0 for the second leg, extra time, no, just penalties. Extra time only happens in the final, straight to penalties. 81st minute. Comes Gazdag. Gazdag. Cleared. Shot. Chipped over the bar. Handball, they think. They think there's been a handball. They think there's been a handball. Philly. Will they check? Gag. Chips it back. Shot. Oh, it might have. It might have been on Acosta. I can see where they're going. Corner at least, but they could check it. Corner at least, but let's see if they check it. Acosta. They were signaling they think there was. They got to check it first. Let's see. Acosta off the top of his head. It was off the top of his. That angle shows off the top of his head, his forehead. It'll be a corner. Very likely so. And if LAFC do get a penalty called against them, they got jobbed. But they're still talking. The ref is still talking to the VAR referee. This could be interesting. It's taking a little bit too long. 1-0 Birmingham, penalty shootout. They're going to VAR. Oh, no. They saw something. Oh, boy. LAFC might just get jobbed because to me it looked like forehead on that replay. Let's see what the VAR says. Forehead. It was the forehead. There's no hand. I see head impact. I don't see a handball at any angle. So why the hell they go to VAR? Like, if you're checking the monitor, the call before was no handball. So why are we going to the monitor? They're about to get jobbed, ain't they? Penalty! Oh, my God. It's a penalty for Philly. LAFC just got jobbed. Well, if they score, they got jobbed. That is not a penalty. That was all head. That was forehead. And a yellow card for Acosta. They just got jobbed. Penalty para Philadelphia. I like Philly. I do. And I don't have any ill will towards LAFC anymore because Bacala isn't there. But that's not a penalty. That's not a penalty. Hi, Rainiel. How we doing? That's not a penalty. It was forehead. It was forehead. That's not a pen. But hey, let's see if ball don't lie is a thing. Gazdag to take the penalty against McCarthy. Gazdag to take the penalty against McCarthy. Of course, McCarthy saved all 3 from the Union in the MLS Cup final. If ball don't lie, he'll save another. And they're already talking to him, so they're going to keep this a penalty. Yes. Call stands. Penalty. It was all TFC's fault. That's why. It was all TFC's fault. That's why I have no ill will towards them. Or any other game they've beat our ass over the past, since 2020, I should say, this whole decade. Every away game, it's always our fault. Gazdag to take the shot. Goal! 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 Goal de Philadelphia! Goal de Gazdag! 1-0, 1-0. Daniel Gazdag off the penalty that they shouldn't have given, but he still scored. '86th minute penalty, 1-0. Philly paid the ref. Honestly, that's probably what they did. 86th minute. I mean, honestly, smart considering, Raniel says W. Good penalty by Gazdag. Here's the problem, though. I think LAFC just got jobbed. I didn't see the handball. I don't know the history of football scarves. I don't. But Philly does have the lead with no away goals. When is the rematch for Philly and LA before the final? In the league? In MLS, it is September, I think. September 23rd. But, of course, the second leg of this tie is May 2nd. So they play 2 more times this year. They go to LA May 2nd for the second leg. In MLS, they play in Philly on September 23rd. So they play 3 times this year. Phoenix Rising just equalized. 87th minute. '87th minute. Time is about to run out in this match. New Mexico 1, Phoenix 1. Carlos Harvey. Carlos Harvey. That name sounds familiar. Who did he play for? That name sounds so familiar. Who did he play for? 3-3 Chattanooga score. Damn, that penalty shootout is going nuts. Concacaf refs are so wild. Blitzo says, I want Philly to lose badly now. That's cool. That's cool. Why you want? Yeah, I mean, they did job. They did get jobbed, LAFC, but 88th minute. 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Philly looks like they will get the lead to LA next week. Cleared away, but Acosta passes it back. Or will LAFC get the equalizer? The ref got to be smoking 20 pounds of crack. 20 grams. Yep, LA Galaxy, that's what. Yep. He's playing for LA Galaxy. Yep. Got it. Sounded familiar. 89th minute. 1 minute plus stoppage time to go. Birmingham win. Goal kick here with a minute to go plus stoppage time. Philly has the 1-0 lead. Looks like the teams will play this out with no more subs. Or no more new subs. (4-3) on penalty kicks for Birmingham Legion. 30 seconds to go in regular time. Colorado Rapids win 3-1. 89th minute. 10 seconds to the 90th. How much stoppage time? Philly still winning 1-0, and LAFC looking for their equalizer and the away goal, which would be the lead technically. Bogus. 5 minutes of stoppage time. We got 5 more. 5 more. This one's deserved of 5 minutes. Not like that Arsenal game. Foul the other way. Nope. Advantage. Philly gets to clear. And that's a horrible clearance. LAFC still has a chance here. Acosta! Goal! 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 Kellen Acosta gave away the penalty. At least by the referee's discretion, but he equalizes the game and gives the away goal to LAFC. That's how ball doesn't lie. Kellen Acosta with a wonderful volley and shot past Andre Blake. I'd say that's deserved. Kellen Acosta scores, 91st minute. One, uno. What a shot by Acosta. Puts a foot to it, bounces it over Blake. Chicharito-style goal. Acosta scored for LAFC, should be the man of the match. Well, I mean, he gave away the penalty, though. I'd say Blake is still man of the match. He made a lot of saves. This wouldn't be a draw if Blake didn't make all the saves he did. So I still think Blake is the man of the match. Kickoff for Philly with 3 minutes to go. Ball did lie, but turns out it was the equalizer that says ball don't lie. I think Acosta feels better now. Here comes Bouanga. Cleared away. Throw in for LAFC. Can LAFC come all the way back? Philadelphia's falling apart. It'll be a free kick here. Or is Acosta going to pick it up to throw it in? Corner, 3 minutes, 92:50 or 92:30, 2:30 the other way, halfway through stoppage time. If LAFC scores, cross in, header, cleared away. But LAFC still has the possession. Bogus. Acosta plays back to Palacios. 2 minutes to go. LAFC got the late equalizer, have the away goal. As of now, they're technically on the catbird seat to go to the final because of that away goal. If it was 0-0 the next week, next Tuesday. Tillman, foul, free kick for Philly. But if I was Philly, I don't think a 2-1 win or a 1-1 draw really changes the complexion of the tie. Besides, you have the lead in name only going into the second leg. If they score another goal, Philly, you may win on the night. That helps you with the points for hosting the final. But other than that, if you were to win, but I still think LAFC is dangerous at Bank of California Stadium, whether you're up 2-1 or you're drawing 1-1. Philly still got to play a perfect game either way. Rados 2 wins 2-0. 1 minute to go. LAFC to clear. That'll be a free kick for the Union. Free kick for the Union. 94 minutes. I think we're about to get a rivalry out of LA and Philly for sure. And 1-1 draw next week would be a penalty shootout if it's drawing 1-1 after 90. 2 legs in the final. This is the last year of that, though. Next year is a single-leg final. Next year and on is a single-leg final. But this is the last year of a 2-legged final. LAFC remain undefeated against MLS opposition. Oh, yeah, true. They have not lost a game against an MLS team this season. You're right. 95th minute. No, it's a two-legged final this year. Next year, it goes to one leg. Free kick here for Philly. McGlynn to take. McGlynn, what a save by McCarthy. That could have been the last kick of the game. No, it's a two-legged final. Look at the CCL bracket. There's a leg 1 and 2 date. There's 2 days. Imagine if Canada gets knocked out of the Gold Cup. I'm not going to imagine, but it's not going to happen. At least not before the semifinals. Full time. Full time. It is 1-1. Both teams get a goal. (1-1) in the first leg of the Concacaf Champions League semifinal. LAFC is in the catbird seat to go to the final to face Tigres, who's in the catbird seat after leg 1 over there on the other side of the bracket. But we have second legs to play on Tuesday and Wednesday, and next week we still have 90 minutes on each tie to play, and maybe even shootouts. 4 more CCL games left this season. It's gone by so fast. It'll be over before you know it. 1-1 at the end of the first leg. Philly had a lead, but they gave it away. Honestly, feels like rightfully so. Dominated the game. They should have won, but they didn't. And at this point, I think it feels like rightfully so. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this match. There you go. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.